check it out.
What you gonna do?
Rising. Really nice.
You're calling up my phone like you did, but every morning when I wake up, you're not there. You're telling me you know what you need, but when I turn the lights off, it's all so clear. I can't get away, can't run away, I can't get away. You're bringing on the heartache. You're bringing on the heartache. Bringing on the heartache. Bringing on the heartache. Bringing on the
Sunset slow, hey, you know you should stay for the night. What you think? One more drink while we sit by the bonfire. 'Cause this might be love. It's a feeling that I can't get rid of. So just take my hand, 'cause you know I don't wanna play pretend. Stay with me, take a chance, baby, roll the dice. Gotta give me some love, 'cause when I'm with you, I'm in paradise. You know how to make me feel alive.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
can't believe how quickly year 3 has gone. It's just flown by. I mean, a lot has happened, but it's just gone so quickly. So today is my last day face-to-face at GP. Every time we go to GP, there is a new topic, and today it's all about endocrine medicine, which, to be honest with you, is probably one of my weaker areas, and I find endocrine medicine just quite tricky to get my head around. There's just so much going on with the different pathways and hormones. And normally what happens is during the morning we see real patients, so we take it in turns to run a consultation, come up with a management plan, which I really enjoy. And then we normally do the sway tutorial, which again today is all about endocrine, so we run through some MCQs and some cases, stop for lunch, and then in the afternoon we get split between, again, consulting real patients and then shadowing one of the other GPs or physios. And then after that we come back together as a group, so there's 5 of us, and then we have role plays. So again, today I think one of the cases is consulting a patient with underactive thyroid, so I'm consulted too, and I think I have to give her results, so explain what it means to have an underactive thyroid, what medication she's going to have to take.
What if the world had more?
I just had some exciting news from the uni. I got an email from one of the year 3 GP co-leads. So this is the person who basically organises everything to do with GP in year 3. And the title of the email was vlog, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get into trouble for vlogging. And it actually says, "Dear Rebecca, I hope I've got the right Rebecca. I was signposted to your vlog. Really interested and pleased to hear how positive you are about GP." Of course. "I wonder if you'd be interested in writing something about your vlog for the monthly newsletter that we send out to our GP teachers." So I'm very, very honoured actually, and surprised, I would say, and grateful for these opportunities. And I also received an email quite similar to this from the primary care team, I think that's what they're called, and they asked me also to write in the monthly newsletter, and I said I would really like to. So that is more about my experience as a mature student and as a care leaver, so as a non-traditional student being in medicine. Moving the camera, I know it's not a very good angle, sorry. What I'm finding now, being in 3rd year and having people email me and comment and ask me for my advice, and even people from the university asking me to write about my thoughts and experiences, again, it's such a contrast from my upbringing and where I was, especially during my teenage years, because nobody ever listened to what I had to say, you know. And it feels like such a privilege and such an honour, and the trust that people have in me now, like the patience, and it's really difficult to explain. I remember on so many occasions growing up, and my mum not even letting me in the house because she was afraid that I was going to steal things, and I knew the kind of person that I was, that I would never do that. And now it's almost like I'm being seen for who I really am. Like, these doctors are trusting me, patients are trusting me, like my integrity is not being questioned anymore. The person who I am is not being questioned, and it feels like such a relief, because I don't know whether you've ever had this experience of knowing, like being accused of being someone that you're not, or constantly being accused of doing stuff that you've got no intention of doing. And it's almost like you ask yourself, why can't this person see me for who I truly am? And it's difficult, especially when it's your mum or a family member or a partner. And for years, I always used to say to my mum, you know, this is not who I am. I'm never going to steal anything. And she just wouldn't believe me. And she would always turn people against me and say, Rebecca's this and Rebecca's that. And over the last few months especially, I've just noticed that more and more people are asking me for my opinion, and they're seeing me hopefully for who I really am. But to be seen like that by people who are doctors, and I know that doctors are not gods, I get that, but obviously doctors have a lot of integrity, and they see people hopefully for who they are. It's kind of just nice to be seen. It's really difficult to explain. Does this make sense? Like, I'm being seen now for who I am. Nobody's questioning, for example, you know, if my mum would have been in that consultation room and I would have been doing, I don't know, a breast examination, my mum would have probably accused me of touching the patient inappropriately. Or if I was left in a room and asked to look after a patient's purse, my mum would have gone and told everybody that I had stolen all the money from that patient. Whereas now I'm being given this ultimate trust to see patients, you know, in their most vulnerable state, and to examine them and to ask questions about the most intimate things. And nothing is ever questioned, you know, nothing is ever questioned. And it's kind of like, just feels just, I don't know, it's so difficult to explain. It just feels like I'm being seen for the person I've always been, but my mum and people in my family just didn't see it. And it's taken all this time, and it's taken me getting into medicine for people to trust me 100%, and it's the best feeling in the world. It's like, yes, finally, you know, I'm being kind of trusted and seen. And it's just a shame that my mum doesn't see me that way for whatever reason, and that's fine. But anyway, long story short, it's just nice now to have these opportunities where I get to talk about my experiences and to share, you know, hopefully some things that will inspire you and just show you again that it doesn't matter if you've had a really shitty start to life or if you're older, your voice needs to be heard. And I'm nearly 40, I come from a dysfunctional family, but still people are asking me to talk and to share my story, which goes to show that you can do the same. I'm not an extraordinary case, I'm really not. I'm just somebody who realised that I didn't want to end up the same way that my mum did, and I had to take really dramatic action in order to change my mindset and to change my life. You can do the same thing as well, because, you know, I wanted to find people when I was doing GCSEs and struggling with motivation that would inspire me. And I think we all have a part to play in taking action and then sharing our voice so that it inspires other people, and then it has like a knock-on effect, like a domino effect, doesn't it? So don't be afraid to just move forward, because you will inspire other people to do the same. That's my point anyway. It is now, after me rambling on, it's nearly 6 o'clock. We had a full-on day at GP, which I will talk to you about probably later on as I'm doing my studying. I've got some food here. I've got chicken, I can't even think of the name of the vegetable, I'm so tired, green beans, and some cheese, some green tea, and I need to get 2 hours of studying done tonight. It's one of those times now where I've been on placement from 9 until 5 pretty much, non-stop, kind of seeing patients and consulting and doing tutorials. And it would be so nice now to kind of just relax and play with Clara, watch Netflix, but I just need to crack on. Hey everyone, I've just come to prep for a change to do some studying before going to Amber's house later, and we're going to have a whole day of OSCE prep. So she's going to message me when she's home. It's 10 to 11 now, so I think I'm going to pop round her house around 1 o'clock, and then we're going to go through cardio, resp, cranial nerve, peripheral, upper limb, lower limb. Today is one of those days where I'm feeling a little bit flat, I would say. There's a few things going on outside of medicine to do with my mum and paperwork. I needed to fill in some expenses forms this morning, and then the form just wasn't editing and working. And what I find is I managed to stay on top of most things, So it's almost, the way that I visualize it, it's like a plate. Imagine like a Sunday dinner, right? You've got all of these things going on. So you've got your Yorkshire puddings, your potatoes, your turkey, carrots, sprouts, and you just pile so much on to the plate, and that all of the food on the plate represents what I've got to do for medicine. And I'm just about managing everything. And then if you put one more Yorkshire pudding on, it just, the whole thing goes to shit. That's the only way I can describe it. So that's what happens with me in life in general. I manage to stay on top of everything, you know, whether that be work, medicine, going to the gym, or like cleaning, looking after Clara, studying. And then if 2 or 3 things in one day come at me and it's like, you need to do this and you need to do that and you need to do that, it's almost like, whoa, it's too much now. And then it kind of knocks me off balance a little bit. So it's just paperwork mainly that stresses me out, because I'm not great with admin-y stuff and paperwork. But Amber said she's going to help me this afternoon, so hopefully that should all get sorted. I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee and then do my Anki flashcards, go through some 0 to finals flashcards, and then I'll take you to Amber's house later to show you how we prep for Oscars.
I know that we would never work. I know that someone would get hurt. I think I have to let you go. Should be easy, but it's not. 'Cause the problem is I love you. What to do? I count to 3 when you're next to me. I love you. What to do now? Do now. Only problem is I love you. What to do? You got me bound, make my world spin round. I love you. What to do now? I want you.
So I'm going to look for any tar staining, any Janeway lesions or osseous nodes, any splinter hemorrhages, and if I'm just going to have a general feel for perfusion. So I'm just going to ask you to do a few movements while I'm listening to your heart. So if we first start off up here, so I'm going to place my stethoscope here, and if you can just hold your breath, that'd be lovely, thank you. From the cardiovascular exam on Rebecca Bradford, a 21-year-old female. On inspection, there was no peripheral stigmata of cardiovascular disease. On auscultation, heart sounds 1 and 2 were present with no identifiable murmurs. To follow up the examination, as I previously mentioned, I would do blood pressure on both arms. I would do oxygen saturation and consider a 12-lead ECG.
Hello there. My name is Becs, I'm one of the third-year medical students. Can I confirm your name and date of birth, please?
Amber Wilson, 14th of the 1st, 1990.
Okay, so today I've been asked to perform a cranial nerve examination on you. Have you had one of those before?
No.
So it involves me shining a light into your eyes, getting you to read off a Snellen chart and putting some cotton wool on your face just to test for sensation. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Have you any pain anywhere?
No.
And have you any questions about the exam?
No.
Okay, so we can start the examination. So what I'm going to do now is just get you to look at a point on the wall, and I'm going to shine a light in your eyes, okay? So can you put one hand over this eye? I'll do the same, and then let me know when you can see my hand come into focus, come into the midline.
Yeah.
Let me know if it sounds louder on one side, if it sounds the same on both. Don't stop.